Far beyond the outer edges of human space, the Galaxy Empire's surveillance fleet drifted silently. Massive ships with dark, sharp hulls scanned the stars. Sensors pulsed, mapping planets, moons, and star systems. Inside the command deck's alien officers studied every reading. Their confidence was high. "This sector is lightly defended," a reptilian officer hissed. "The humans cannot be a threat," a mechanical voice replied. Their scanners showed small fleets, lightly armed colonies, and minimal defenses. Humanity seemed weak, fragile, primitive. In the Empire's council chamber, generals laughed. They believed they had cornered Earth. Reports confirmed it. Earth's military ships were slow, colonies were modest. Planetary defenses appeared basic, almost outdated. The council decided it was time for a training strike. A small fleet would enter human space. They would test defenses. They would humiliate Earth further. Victory was expected to be easy, but humans were watching. From secret observation posts, hidden behind asteroid belts and deep in the Kuiper Belt, human fleets tracked the Empire's movements. Sensors measured enemy speed, formation, and strength. Hidden stations recorded every patrol route and weapon calibration. In the command room beneath Earth's surface, officers studied live feeds. Screens glowed with enemy positions. Maps marked their patrols, supply lines, and communications. Every calculation had been made. "The Empire doesn't know our real strength," a young officer said quietly. The senior commander nodded. "They believe we are weak. That is good. Let them believe it." Above, Earth appeared calm. Ships in orbit moved slowly. Colonies seemed small and unarmed. To the galaxy, humanity looked beaten and divided, but beneath the surface, hidden factories hummed. Asteroid shipyards worked silently. Stealth vessels were built with engines designed to leave no trace. Weapons were tested in deep space ranges, far from alien sensors. Humans had been preparing for years. They had learned patience from every attack, every insult, every raid. They had built fleets that the galaxy did not even know existed. Meanwhile, the Empire fleet moved closer. They expected weak resistance. They expected humans to panic. They expected an easy victory. A probe fleet was dispatched to a remote human colony. The Empire believed this would be simple. It would demonstrate Earth's inability to fight. The Council would watch, satisfied. On Earth, the command room prepared. Human operators checked systems. Drones powered up silently. Stealth ships moved into hidden positions. Missiles calibrated. Energy pulses aligned. No alarms, no warning. No sign of the hidden fleet. The senior commander spoke. "When they strike, let them see only what we allow them to see. Our real strength remains unseen until it is too late." In the Empire's observation deck, alien officers monitored human activity. They saw small fleets, slow movement. Nothing threatening. They relaxed. They believed victory was already theirs, but humans were patient. They were calculating. They were watching. And the galaxy had no idea what was coming. For centuries, humans had been underestimated. Now, the first test of patience had begun. And when humanity revealed its full power, the Empire would not just be surprised. They would be horrified. The Empire's probe fleet moved quickly. Small ships, fast and sharp, cut through space like shadows. Their sensors scanned for weak points. They targeted a remote human colony near the asteroid belt. The Council expected an easy victory. Inside the colony, alarms sounded. Human defenders scrambled. Ships launched. Missiles flared, but the humans did not strike with full force. Only basic weapons were used. Some alien ships were destroyed, but most escaped. The attack seemed harmless. In the Empire command decks, Officers frowned. "Why are they resisting?" one hissed. "They should surrender," another said. "They should be easy to destroy." Reports arrived slowly. The probe fleet found unexpected resistance. Alien ships were damaged by clever tactics. Mines hidden. In asteroid fields, missiles rerouted through decoys. The Empire had not anticipated this. Humans retreated silently. Hidden stations recorded every movement of the enemy. Ships vanished into dark regions of space. Drones patrolled unseen. Number. Signals. No lights. No trace dot in Earth's command room. Operators watched live feeds. "Target 1 is engaged," a young officer said. "Allow them to think it's a small victory," the senior commander replied. "Do not reveal the full fleet." The Empire grew uneasy. They had expected a weak, panicked response. Instead, they saw human tactics, precise and patient. Every move felt deliberate. Every retreat calculated. The council began to whisper. "Something is off," a reptilian officer said. "They are hiding something." The word spread quickly. Panic stirred quietly among senior officers. Meanwhile, humans moved their hidden forces. Asteroid factories produced small black stealth ships. Drones with advanced AI prepared for action. Weapons capable of precise strikes were online. Not a single ship revealed its full strength. The probe fleet continued its mission. They destroyed minor installations. They collected data. They reported back to the Empire, proud of their easy success. But the senior commander on Earth smiled. "The first probe has walked into our web," he said. "They do not know the real strength of humanity, and when the time comes, they will regret underestimating us." In the Empire, officers began to notice strange patterns. Ships were disappearing from sensors. Signals were lost. Damage reports were inconsistent. Some fleets found themselves delayed or misdirected. Small errors at first, but enough to raise questions. The aliens tried to ignore it. They had never seen humans act like this. They assumed it was luck. A fluke, but humans did not rely on luck. They relied on planning, observation, patience. In the shadows of space, the Black Spear fleet waited, unseen, silent, every ship ready, every drone prepared, every strike mapped and calculated. The Empire believed they were testing humanity. They believed humans were weak. They were wrong. And when humans finally revealed their hidden power, the galaxy would learn a lesson it would never forget. The galaxy had begun to notice something strange. Reports from Empire fleets were inconsistent. Supply stations were disappearing. Ships vanished. Communication lines failed without explanation. The Empire could not understand it. Then, in a quiet sector far from human space, the hidden fleet revealed itself, not fully. Not in numbers that could be counted easily, but enough to shock anyone who saw it. Black holes appeared suddenly, moving faster than sensors could track. Engines emitted almost no light. Weapons glowed only for a fraction of a second. The alien fleet scrambled. Entire squadrons vanished in minutes. Ships that had massive shields and advanced armor were destroyed with precision strikes. Command centers went offline. Alien admirals stared at screens in disbelief. "What is this?" One hissed. "They are hiding all their strength?" Another shouted. The humans did not chase the survivors. They did not attack civilians. They struck only at critical military targets. Supply lines, patrol fleets, and communication hubs were destroyed. Everything was calculated. In Earth's command room, operators monitored every movement. The senior commander leaned back. "They did not expect this," he said. "They have underestimated us for centuries. And now they finally see that humanity was never weak. Empire officers tried to regroup. They launched counterattacks. They activated all sensors. They scanned the sector from every angle, but the humans were already gone. They had struck and vanished without a trace. Black ships drifted silently back to hidden positions. Drones returned to asteroid bases and deep space outposts. Panic spread through the Empire. Generals shouted at each other. Admirals blamed their allies. Why didn't we detect them before? How could they hide such a fleet? Fear began to replace confidence. Back on Earth, humans remained calm. They did not celebrate. They simply prepared for the next phase. The young operator smiled quietly. "They will never see it coming," she whispered. A hologram displayed the hidden fleet's positions. Every human ship was accounted for, every weapon ready, every strike mapped for maximum effect. The Empire realized its greatest mistake. Humans had been hiding their true power all along. All the patience, all the seeming weakness was a strategy. In council chambers across the galaxy, whispers turned to shouts. "This cannot be," a counselor exclaimed. "They are stronger than we ever imagined." Humans had not used their full power. They had been waiting for the perfect moment. And now the galaxy knew the truth. Humans were patient. Humans were intelligent. Humans were deadly. The Black Spear fleet did not strike recklessly. It struck with purpose, with precision, with perfect timing. The Empire began to panic. They mobilized every available fleet. They sent messages to distant sectors. They tried to predict where humans might strike next, but humans had already calculated it all. Every possible move, every escape route, every hidden advantage. And as the hidden fleet disappeared into the darkness of space, one thing was clear. The galaxy had been fooled for too long. Humans were no longer the prey. Humans were hunters. And when they decided to strike again, the galaxy would remember this day forever. The galaxy trembled as humans began their full counterstrike. The Black Spear fleet moved in multiple directions at once. Alien military centers, supply depots, and communication hubs were hit simultaneously. Ships that had once roamed freely were stranded or destroyed. Fleets that were confident now panicked. The Empire's admirals could not understand it. "How is this possible?" one hissed. "They were weak, and now this?" Another shouted. Every calculation they had made before was wrong. Every assumption shattered. Human ships appeared like shadows, black, silent, and deadly. They struck without warning, then vanished. Missiles cut through shields as if they were paper. Drones disabled engines and communications instantly. In Earth's command room, operators worked calmly. Every strike had been planned for maximum effect. Every fleet, every drone, every hidden station was synchronized. No human life was wasted unnecessarily. The attack was precise. The Empire tried to respond. Fleets scrambled to regroup. Ships fired weapons blindly into space. Missiles exploded harmlessly against empty sectors. Communication networks failed, leaving commanders confused. The galaxy began to realize the truth. Humans had never been fighting with full power before. They had been patient. They had observed. They had waited for the perfect moment. Now the Black Spear fleet was everywhere. Small fleets struck key sectors. Drones destroyed supply chains. Stealth ships disabled command hubs. Alien soldiers found themselves stranded, their weapons useless. Inside the council chambers, panic spread like wildfire. Delegates argued. Some wanted immediate retaliation. Others wanted peace. "No fleet can stop them," a voice shouted. "They are faster than sensors, smarter than our generals, deadlier than anything we have faced." The senior commander on Earth watched the battle unfold. They think they can fight us after ignoring us for centuries, he said. They will learn the hard way. Humans are not to be underestimated. Messages were sent across the galaxy. Not threats, not demands, but warnings you never saw. US at full strength, the humans said. Do not make that mistake again. The Empire tried to recover, but it was too late. Supply chains collapsed, patrols vanished. Communication lines were broken. Confidence was gone. Across star systems, species began to whisper, humans are patient. Humans are intelligent. Humans are deadly. The Black Spear Fleet struck, then vanished again. The Empire had no idea where the next strike would come. The galaxy learned a terrifying lesson. Do not provoke humans. Do not underestimate humans. Do not assume patience is weakness. And above all, Earth remained hidden and calm. Civilians went about their daily lives. Children played. Ships moved in orbit. To the galaxy, Earth looked safe. Weak even, but the hidden fleet waited, silent, invisible, deadly. The first full counterstrike had begun. The galaxy had finally learned the truth. Humanity was not prey. Humanity was the predator. The Galactic Empire was in shock. Council chambers that had once been filled with confident generals now echoed with panic. Screens displayed destroyed fleets, shattered starports, and crippled communication networks. Admirals shouted orders that could not be followed. Plans collapsed before they began. The galaxy had never seen anything like this. The humans had revealed themselves, but not fully. Only a fraction of their hidden fleet had struck, and it had already crippled the Empire. The Black Spear Fleet had appeared like shadows, struck and vanished. No one knew where it would appear next. Emergency meetings were called across Council. Space, species argued. Some begged for mercy. Some panicked in silence. Trade froze. Borders sealed. Military fleets scrambled. And then Earth spoke. Not with threats, not with demands, but with a simple, clear warning: we were underestimated. We have always been patient. We have always prepared. We do not seek war. We do not seek conquest, but we will never be hunted again. Across the galaxy, every empire listened. Every military analyst studied the attacks and the strategy. Every species understood a simple, terrifying truth. Humans are patient. Humans are intelligent. Humans are deadly. The Empire finally realized its greatest mistake. They had assumed patience meant weakness. They had assumed that humans would beg, surrender, or be easily destroyed. They were wrong. Earth did not want war. Earth did not want to conquer. But Earth had ensured that no one would ever threaten it again. The Council had no choice. Humanity was acknowledged as a Tier 1 power. Raids against humans were banned. Earth was granted permanent recognition and respect. Back on the planet, life continued as if nothing had changed. Children played. Markets opened. Ships repaired. To the casual observer, Earth was peaceful, but humans knew the truth. The galaxy had learned a lesson it would not forget. The Black Spear Fleet remained hidden, silent, invisible. Every ship ready. Every drone prepared. Every human trained. The Empire and the galaxy beyond would never again underestimate humanity. For centuries, humans had been underestimated. Now, the galaxy feared what patience, intelligence, and preparation could achieve. Earth had not struck blindly. Earth had not conquered. Earth had only defended itself. Perfectly. The message was clear: humans are not weak. Humans are not to be toyed with. Humans are the predator the galaxy did not see coming. The Galactic Empire reeled in disbelief. Admirals shook their heads. Generals whispered in fear. The galaxy had been taught a lesson, brutally, silently, and perfectly. And on Earth, Humans prepared quietly for the next moment the galaxy might make the mistake of challenging them. Never underestimate humanity.